Hey y'all, it's Kathy, and I am back with Dee Dee Farrago's 3 and 15 Don't Freak Out Before Christmas. It's hashtag 3 in 15 DFBC. And I will link Dee Dee's page down below. And I'm fixing to make a mess. I love it. Y'all wouldn't believe it. I know you saw my one Mod Podge napkin video, but I did another collage book page cover with the Mod Podge and napkins, and it was so much fun. But here we are again. I just love Mod Podge. Okay, so here's what's going on. This is just a file folder, just a regular old file folder. And I don't care what color it is because we're going to cover it all the way up. What I did was I cut it, I had left it folded together, and I cut it at 9 inches, and still folded together I cut it at 6 inches. So it's actually 9 by 12. So what we're going to do is, and I cut this. This is Amazon packaging. Dee Dee used paper bags, like paper grocery bags, and those paper bags are a little bit thicker, so I don't know if it's going to lay on here different. If mine doesn't work out, I will let you know, but I think it's going to be fine. I think I've used this before, actually. I will tell you, this is the packing paper that does not have the perforations in it. This is the one that comes in one big long piece. So that might make a difference to you. I don't know for sure. So, and what I did was I just crinkled it up and crinkled it up, and I made sure that it's going to fit both sides of my cover. Now Dee Dee was able to do hers with the grocery bag. She was able to do it up this way. My paper is narrower, more narrow, so I'm doing mine the long way. So what I'm going to do is this is the front, and I'm going to put it down first because I did have to make a little patch up here with my paper, and all I did was glued another piece of packaging paper on there. Not going to hurt a thing. So I'm going to start with the front cover because I want this to be on my inside. It'll end up being on my inside back, I hope. If not, that'll be okay too, because I don't think you'll even be able to see it when we get through with what we're gonna do. Okay, and I'm just gonna slop some Mod Podge on here. And get to playing. I hope everybody's doing well today. I am. For some reason, I'm starting to have a little bit of anxiety, but I'm gonna work through it. I'm gonna work with it. I am getting a headache, and that does give me anxiety and makes the headache worse. Yeah, I have migraines, and I have stress migraines, and if y'all have listened closely to my channel, you know that I have stress. But anyway, you didn't even have to listen closely. That's why I laughed. I'm a worrier. I try to be a warrior, but sometimes that doesn't work out to my satisfaction. And I know that I put pressure on myself to make everything perfect, but you know, it's just not. The world is not perfect, and we're finding that out more and more every day. And that's all I have to say about that. Now, I'm just gonna pick this up, and it doesn't matter that there's Mod Podge all around the paper there. Okay, and I'm gonna put it over here. What I did was I pre-folded my edge so that I'll be sure to get my paper, my file folder in the right place. And then that my edge will fold up and it'll be long enough on both sides, because this piece of paper I cut just a little bit short. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that over, and what Dee Dee said was to get all of the air bubbles out. So she took her brayer and she rolled, and I am putting a little pressure on this because I want the air bubbles out. If the air bubbles are supposed to be out of there, I want them out. But what you're going to be left with is all these folds, those nice folds from the wrinkles. So that is going to be pretty. And we're going to pick it back up before it glues itself to that paper. And we're going to do the other side. And you want to kind of try to make sure that these corners get glued down well. And they will when we press the other side on. So let's go again here. And I know I'm making a mess of the rim of my Mod Podge bottle by pouring that out like that, but guess what? That'll be okay too. I'll just take a little damp rag to it and get it all cleaned up before I screw the lid back on. That way I don't have to call the Incredible Hulk in here when I need my Mod Podge bottle opened. Oh, mercy. Always something, isn't it? And I need just a little bit more, so I'm just going to go down in there and get it. And I do like to put my Mod Podge on generously. I know some people probably try to not be as liberal with it, but I want my stuff to stick, and I know it's going to have to sit and dry anyway, so no problem. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and find this edge, and I'm going to roll that packaging paper over that edge. Okay, and I don't know if you saw up there, I had a little tear. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to fix it. Voila! And it's gone. Okay, and again, I'm going to get my air bubbles out. And to do that, I'm going to, because this side is sealed, I'm kind of going away from that side. I need my air bubbles to work out. Okay, then I feel like we are gonna Mod Podge over the front and back also when we get it all done. I just glued that down. I could have Mod Podged it down, but I just took the glue to it quick. I think it'll dry quickly. Now, what I'm going to do is set this one aside to get dry. I think what I'm going to maybe do first is Mod Podge this side. I know we're going to Mod Podge it. Surely we are. Okay, I'm going rogue, I think. I don't think she did it yet. You know what? No, she didn't. I shouldn't be doing this. This will be the back. Well, we wanted it to be the back anyway. This will be the back inside. Yeah, because she wants to put decoration on the front first, and then we'll Mod Podge it. Okay, sorry, Dee Dee. I'm drawing back my going rogue. Y'all don't do this. In fact, I'm just gonna... Because the other thing is, too, I might have to make another one. Because the other thing is, too, that we're probably going to work with some ink on that. So, yeah, that was a no. Don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. How many heard that when you were growing up? Okay, hairs in my face. Okay, for these two, I will not go rogue, I promise. Okay, and I have already the same thing. Cut my file folder to 9 inches high by 6 inches folded up. So it's actually 9 by 12. And you can use anything. File folder is just a good way to cardstock. You can really use anything. Okay, so what I want to do first is to make my seam so I know where for sure to lay my file folder, and it makes it easier when I'm then folding it over to that edge. Okay, so there we have our guiding point. Time for Mod Podge. Okay, see? Don't go rogue on Dee Dee. You will. There's a reason why she does everything that she does, and there's a reason why she doesn't do everything that she doesn't do. So, and she is so organized. I'm one of those people that just kind of runs off with it and then screws it up, just like I just did. Oh no. It'll be alright. It will be alright. Funny part is, I've made one of these covers like this before. And I gave it to one of the nurses at my dermatologist office. Y'all, skin cancer is no joke. Even if you think it's just a little spot. Yeah, go get it checked out, please. Let me advocate for you, because you need to just go get it checked out. Trust me, I know these things. And it's not because I'm just saying. It's because, yeah. On my face, no less, I've got a huge, I mean, they had to do skin grafts. It was not pretty. It still is not pretty. And I'm one to say, go get checked out. Find you a dermatologist and go get checked out. So that's my advice for today. Sorry, y'all. I'm just carrying on. Just carrying on. I think I have enough on here to make it spread over here. I don't want to spread it too thin, but yeah, we have plenty. Okay, now we'll flip this one over. And we're not going to do the outside right now. Remember? Because I'm sure Dee Dee has other things for us to do with it first. Brayer it. And it shoves all those little wrinkles down into nice little wrinkles and gets that glue all up in there to hold on to them. So there we are. Alright, that one's looking nice. And lay that flat to dry. And here is our third and final one. See, I should write down my steps instead of saying, did she do this or did she not do this yet? Is she gonna do this? Don't ever try to figure all that out. Just follow the instructions, Kathy. Follow the instructions as you are given them, and not before. So I'm bad about that. I am bad about that. Whoever got a new coffee pot and didn't read the instructions, tried to set the clock for 20 minutes where it should have taken 2 to read the instructions and set the clock. It's craziness. Craziness in my world. This goes really fast because it took me no time to cut my file folders and to get my paper cut and crinkled. And all I did to crinkle the paper was just roll it up in a ball and squeeze it and open it back up and do it again. The more crinkles you want in it, the more times you roll it up and do it again. Probably only needs one time, but I'm an overthinker. Yeah, I think I told y'all that one of my craft retreat friends from North Carolina had sent me a bunch of envelopes to use in my junk journals. So now I get to tell my parents, guess what? We don't have to save the envelopes anymore. They will love that. Of course, it could turn out like this. I told them a month or so ago that we didn't have to save the cereal boxes anymore. And then I found something else to do with the cereal boxes, so now I have to save the cereal boxes again. I'm sure they get irritated with me. But guess what? It'll be okay. They kind of have to put up with me by default. Okay, remind me I need to clean that off before I close it back up, because my silly self will forget it. Now, you know what I know that I'm going to need to do is to make some toppers for these covers, because Dee Dee has got some really pretty Santas that she's going to use on hers. But I'm not doing Christmas right now, so I need to make something equally as pretty to put on mine. Just not Christmas right now. I could go ahead and make them Christmas and then use other covers for my journals that I'm getting going. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but it really does make nice little crinkles. Okay. Got Mod Podge all over the place. I'm gonna fold this up and I'm gonna lay this one here to dry. Okay, I should probably wash that off, but hey, guess what? I don't see that happening right this minute. Okay, well that was a happy little project, and I got to play in Mod Podge and glue and paper. And all right, we will wait to see what Dee Dee's next step is. So I hope y'all are having a happy day. I hope you're safe wherever you are, and I hope you can find some time to craft. Thank you for watching. See you next time.